Right, okay, so hey guys, it's PSL here, and I'm here for a very strange part 6 to this series. You may notice a few things have changed. That's because, well, I just recorded the first, because in part 6, obviously I'm redoing the British Racing series. Now, I've just done the first 3 races in this series, but then the screen recording failed on me after I did the 3rd race. So, as you can see in the standings, we've honestly absolutely dominated the Drivers' Championship, the Constructors' Championship, and then even the Drivers' Championship. We've absolutely dominated that, really. So you haven't missed out on much, I guess. And one thing, I'm repeating myself now, but I rebranded the team because I got some suggestions. Some people said I should rename the team PSL Minardi, PSL BMW. I've kept the team name as PSL Racing for now. The team logo is the same, but something that was unanimous in the comments was to make the team red, which is fair enough because orange is my favourite colour, but the orange in this game is disgusting. So I've changed the team to red. And try to think what else has happened in the past 3 races that you guys would have missed out on. I've changed my, if I can get to it, I've changed my head of manufacturing. Ethan Fox was the head of manufacturing, but then his contract ran out, and I got Garrison Northam. What a name. Although I think I've said that about everyone's name this series. So, but yeah, I've got him. Yeah, you can, as you can see from his stats, if I can get my words out, 45-47. It proves that there are good engineers on the market. So I could theoretically. Actually, no, I've just realised, the contracts for both of my other engineers have ran out. Oh, okay. But, yeah, I was about to say, that means because there's my head of manufacturing is that highly rated, that means that the other engineers are, the other engineers, basically what I'm saying is I can upgrade my engineers because there's better ones on the market now. Amia Thompson, she really had a poor qualifying in the last race. When Dominic Fredericks qualified first, she qualified 5th on the same setup, and her contracts ran out. And as you can see from her stats, look, Dominic is much better than her. Let's have a look from the results. Yeah, she's been outperformed in every single regard, but she's only done 3 races for the. Oh no, she's only done 3 races this year. I was about to say that made no sense. And as you can see, she's come 2nd every race this season, and Dominic's come 1st every race this season. So, it's been an absolute whitewash. This series has been. We'll get rid of Amya if I can. Oh no, we'll keep Dominic. We need to keep Dominic. He's been superb. Oh, of course, he's getting a bit too big-headed now. He's not going to accept that contract. Okay, renew. Okay, we'll offer you some more money. There you go. So Dominic Fredericks is back in the team. Dilemma. No, I don't want you. Don't want you. Although Estefani, what a name. Okay, Amia Thompson. Now she's gone, which is sad because she was a pretty good driver for the short time that we had her. But if you look at our young driver program, look at Gia Richardson. This is why you have a high young driver program, because she's got very good stats. Apart from her overtaking stats, she is better than Amia Thompson. So we'll promote her. Yeah, take that. There you go. Contract accepted. So that's our team now, Dominic and Gia. Okie dokie. Now we're going to need to get some new engineers. Oh yeah, I've also upgraded my headquarters, which, because we've just done the 3rd race, the upgrades to aerodynamics and design facilities are done, so I can now get 10 more staff in each camp. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, right, we're into debt now. Hang on, what's... Oh, right, yeah, because we lost engineers. I was about to say, why is the stats going down? But of course, we need to get some engineers again. And I said there's better ones on the market, but not much better. I feel bad for laying off the ones we just had. I guess it's a slight improvement. Oh, do you know what? Whenever I negotiate contracts, I always just on this game, I always just give them the most amount of money because you know, they quite often reject it otherwise, especially if they're like the highest rated in the ones that come up. I'll just give you money. We'll just give you lots of money, especially if she wants a 24-month contract, which I'm not going to get her. Okay, and our car is now rated 42. At the start of the series, it was rated 40, and I do feel sorry because you've missed out on the first 3 races. I guess this was the best episode to miss out on the first 3 races because nothing happened. I mean, literally nothing happened. It was such a boring first 3 races, really. Yeah, apart from some upgrades which we've just seen have come into effect now, and the rebranding, nothing has happened. I mean, if I continue to record these videos and the screen recording keeps stopping while I'm recording, then I will have to stop this series. I mean, I can't carry on if it keeps cutting out the recording, but I don't know, maybe it was just a minor mishap, I don't know. But anyway, I'll head on to the 4th race, wherever that is. It's at Aberdeen, okay? And just like I've done for the past 3 races, which you won't have seen, I'll be speeding up these races, putting some music over the background, and we'll only be talking when something really important happens, when I actually need to talk. So yeah, let's head on to the Aberdeen race. That is typical, isn't it? The first race that you guys are going to see is the first one that I haven't won in the second attempt of doing the British Racing Series. That is typical. But Gia Richardson actually on the pace of Dominic. I can't argue with that. I mean, she's actually done very well this race. No bloody hell. I mean, only the top 7 finished. Okay, but we're still comfortable for the Constructors' Championship. I don't have to worry about anything else. Yep, Also, I swear it's... Okay, I was about to say, I swear it's taking longer to load than usual. Okay, right. What's going on here? Dilemma. Yeah, we'll make the drivers more popular for what it's worth. Okay, we'll get a new sponsor on. I mean, I've just realised, like, I don't need to really speed up this episode if I'm doing 3 races rather than 6. I don't actually need to speed up the footage. Honestly, guys, I cannot apologise enough for this footage disappearing. I don't think I've had this big of a technical issue since... I think since the very first proper video I ever did on the channel. I don't actually think I've had this big of a crippling technical issue since. Yeah, actually, I'm going to stop this recording now. I'm going to start another recording session just so I can guarantee that this footage will save. Yes, I'll see you guys in a minute. Right then, guys, I've started a new recording session. Hopefully, this technical issue, cancelling the recording, doesn't become a persistent thing. I'm going to stop droning on about it, but I do feel sorry for you. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. You didn't miss out on much. We have started a new recording session. Where are we? We're at Woodford for the next race. Let's start qualifying. Yeah, I'll skip to the end of qualifying because nothing really ever interesting happens in qualifying. Right, now this is a story. Gia Richardson, who, bearing in mind, just came from our young driver program. This is only her second race, and she's taken pole position. She has outclassed her more experienced teammate. I mean, there's hardly anything in it, but crucially, we're still faster than both British engineering cars. And actually, Jay Cross has actually been able to compete with his teammate. Because I think that's the first time we've seen that. Even in the 3 races which you wouldn't have seen earlier on, Jay Cross was nowhere. Honestly, it was basically a one-man team, British Engineering. And yeah, it's just the same thing from the past few episodes. Yeah, we'll keep it as that. Go on, what can I talk about? I wasn't expecting to have to talk about something during this episode because I was expecting to speed through all of it, but there was obviously the Paris E-Prix that happened just a few days ago. That was not the most interesting E-Prix in the world. It was okay. I don't know why Gia Richardson's down to 5th. Okay, I don't know. But down to 6th. What is going on? Anyway, yeah, no, the Paris E-Prix, it wasn't really the most interesting thing. But I mean, Sam Bird, that's really the only thing I can really think to talk about is Sam Bird. I mean, what is going on with him? I mean, he was in 3rd, wasn't he? And in fact, that's a thing in itself, getting off to a bad start and getting passed by Degrassi and Verne. Yeah, that wasn't really the best for him, but the fact he was winning, he was in 3rd, then he outbroke himself into a corner and went down to 6th, I believe. But he did that in the last E-Prix. That's the second E-Prix in a row that Sam Bird has done that. That he's just been caught under pressure, and then he's been forced out. Well, not forced out, but he's cracked under pressure and has gone off of the corner. I mean, it's not the best habit in the world to get into, really. Which is a shame because he's the driver I'm supporting, obviously, because British driver, me being British. Nonetheless, it was an alright E-Prix. I mean, I don't ever think there's been a Formula E race that's been horrible. I think one thing that Formula E has the advantage on over Formula 1 is a boring Formula 1 race is an hour 40. Like, that just drags on and on and on. Even if you have an uneventful Formula E race, it's going to be less than an hour. Or about an hour anyway, so it doesn't drag on as much. So, oh, Fredericks, why are you doing this to me? You probably could come into... You know what? You probably could come into the pits, but he could... I reckon either way, he'll probably keep 2nd. Or tell him to stay out, why not? Although he's going really slowly. Actually, I mean, this happened... Okay, Fredericks has retired, okay. But I mean, to be fair, I mean, what? Why? Why did he retire? He just retired. Okay, no reason. I don't know whether that was a car failure or what, but he didn't even if I told him to pit, he didn't have enough time to get back to the pits, I don't think. Doesn't really matter, we're going to win the Constructors' Championship. Gia Richardson in her 2nd race of PSL Racing, and our first developed young driver, has taken her first win. At, where are we? At Woodford, I believe. Yeah, at Woodford. Wow. Oh, it says Woodford, so I don't know why. Oh, you can spin around the trophy. Oh, that's cool. Anyway, the only person to retire was Fredericks. It doesn't matter, he's won the Drivers' Championship anyway, so... And we've won the Constructors' Championship. There's nothing really to this episode anymore. Not really. Yeah, where are we next? Glasgow. Okay, anything going on in the team? Any contracts due to run out soon? Not really. There's not really a whole lot going on in the team at the moment. No, okay, we got another press interview, and actually, that is one thing you would have missed out on in the first 3 races. I did comment on a lot of press questions that came up, but, you know, we'll do this one from Talk Racing. One of your drivers has been caught, or one of your drivers has been photographed inside numerous Monte Carlo casinos. How do you feel about this? I don't know, really. To be fair, I'm amazed one of our drivers, and bearing in mind we're just competing in national championships, I'm amazed one of them has even been to Monte Carlo. I mean, wow, they're really punching above their weight. I mean, as I said, these are just national drivers. Ignore, it's fine. I don't really care. Gia Richardson just gets better and better. I mean, this driver we've developed for our young driver program has taken pole position again outperforming her more experienced teammate, but this time by a quarter of a second. That's a pretty sizable gap, to be honest. British Engineering are nowhere, 7th and 9th. Not to say we've got to worry about them anymore. Yeah, and it's a wet race, okay. I guess that knocks out any strategy dilemmas we might have had. Yep, let's just go. Anyway, I've got nothing else. Problem is before these videos, I normally try and think of something to talk about, topics to talk about, but I didn't do that because I was planning to speed through all of these races. I've got nothing. I've got absolutely nothing. I mean, one thing I should say is, obviously, when I skipped between recording sessions after the Aberdeen race, I said I would be a minute. You know, there'd be a minute between each recording session. It's actually been little over an hour because between both recording sessions, I was out on a driving lesson. I've had, I don't know, about 12, I think. Yeah, I mean, today I was out on a driving lesson, just doing roundabouts. That was a new thing in this lesson. They're not they're not difficult, but they are quite... Because obviously you got, well, in Britain at least anyway, give way to the right. And that's... I don't know, I'm always worried that I might accidentally pull out in front of a car that's trying to go round the roundabout, or... I think it's a lack of trust in myself, really. But no, I mean, yeah, that was that, really. So yeah, so when I said a minute between recording sessions, I actually meant an hour. Right, we're going to have to pit for more wets again, as much as I don't really want to. I think we're going to have to. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. I need a new topic now. God, I feel the blight of some Let's Players. Some Let's Players which I watch. Or you know, or ex-Let's Players. Either way, Let's Plays I've watched from people who just, you know, not just talk about the game, but talk about real life or anything really. God, I feel their pain now. They always say about how, oh, there's nothing to talk about. While I've been saying this, I didn't realise the track dried up. Actually, we'll probably want hard tyres, won't we, actually? I don't think the softs are going to make it that distance. Oh, go away. Just pit in. I've already told you to pit in. Oh, we're getting caught, aren't we? Well, we're in the pits now. But anyway, yeah, I do feel the blight of these Let's Players who say, oh, they never have anything to talk about, because I feel their pain. Safety car is out. Okay, that's the first time we've seen the safety... Well, I've seen a safety car when I've redone this series, the British Racing series. We never saw it in any of the other previous races. I mean, nothing happened in those previous races, actually. It rained at some point throughout the entire race weekend of all of those, whether it be qualifying or at least partway through the race. It rained through all of them, which is typical British weather there. Where are we? I mean, knowing the safety car was going to come out, we could have put on the soft tyres. I could still pit and put on the soft tyres, no point. And loads of guys coming to the pits. Okay, they're coming to the pits just as the safety car comes in, so we're now in first and second. Okay, I wasn't even expecting to take a 1-2 after the shambolic performance we had mid-race. Okay, we're first and third. First and second. No, keep to the plan. Why would you want to pit in with 2 laps to go? Why would you want to do that unless it's changeable conditions, but it isn't. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're going to win We're going to come across the line in Glasgow once again. Hopefully this is the last time we'll find ourselves in Glasgow in this series. And we're going to wrap up the British Racing Series. Dominic Fredericks takes first. Gia Richardson takes second. I mean, wow, she was outperformed by a teammate in this race, but she is very good. She is one to watch out for. She's the Sebastian Vettel of young drivers. Probably not quite, but I mean, I guess in a national racing level, a tier 4 racing level, she is really quick. Yeah. Anyway, we never take the fastest lap in a race. That's something I've noticed. We rarely do. But then again, we never had the soft tyres on, so I guess that's fair enough. We've won by a landslide, 100 points over British Engineering. They beat us last time by a reasonable margin, and now this time they've absolutely smashed them. And Fredericks has won the Drivers' Championship, so there you go. Things are looking good for PSL Racing. But we've got to move up into Tier 3. Here's where it gets interesting. Next episode, we're going to be... Hang on, we'll get an extra 4 million prize money again, won't we? Nice. And a lovely, lovely trophy to stick in our trophy cabinet. And now, with all of these, you get 16 million prize money. Okay, so we got Europe, Asia, and America. We'll go for Europe because there's one less race. That's my logic on it. 16 million prize money. Now, yep, that's it. Do you guys want me to do every championship in every tier, or do you want me to, let's say, once I've won this championship, move straight up to tier 2 and not do the other championships? Because I just have this horrible feeling this series is going to drag on if I try and do every championship. Especially as I'm not going to win this championship first time around. I mean, basically, do you guys want me to show you this first season? Like, I mean, because I'm going to get smashed in this first series. I mean, the first race in tier 3, we're going to get absolutely destroyed. Speaking of which, we'll upgrade our headquarters. And then we still got 1.9 million left. Hang on, how much is the next headquarter upgrade? Only 2 million. I'll leave it for the time being, but I probably will upgrade that. Well, hang on, how much is the next young driver facility? Oh, that's 2 million as well. I don't know, actually. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, yeah, that's something I want you guys to leave down in the comments. Do you guys want me to do every championship in every tier, or just win one championship in every tier? Because I reckon if I do every championship, this series is going to drag on. Or what I might do is I might win one championship in every tier, and then maybe I could come back to the lower tiers. There's kind of no point though, is there, really, coming back to the other tiers? No, I don't know, but leave that down in the comments. Do you want me to do every championship or just one in every tier? And yeah, I'll see you guys next time for the first race in the European Racing Championship at Barcelona. What a venue! Yes, I'll see you guys for it. So I'll see you then.